Hey, what is up? Welcome to the Hypothetical Comedy Podcast. I am Funky Sam Medina,
And I'm Athena Rodriguez.
and we're here with one of our favorite people in South Dakota, comedian Alisha Rayne. What's up, Alisha?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Hell yeah, we're good. We're good. It's been a while. We're chit-chatting a little bit, and it's good to talk to you because it has been a while.
It's
How?
been a minute. Zoom comedy is not as hot as it used to be, but it's still
Oh,
around.
it's still on life support.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Stop it.
No, it's good though. Like, it's still good. Like, if you have to hit an open mic and you don't got time to actually go somewhere, I've done that a few times.
Yeah, yep. There's still some weekly mics going on, and then at the end of December, I'm gonna do like a hybrid show. So that's gonna be both on Zoom and live in front of an audience. So
Oh, you've done
I'm still
that.
trying to keep the Zoom alive a little bit.
I like it.
You've done that a few times, right? You've done that a couple times before.
Yep, this will be my third show. I'm kind of trying to give it that like live audience vibe. And so they'll actually be part of the show because I'll be filming it and streaming it onto YouTube, and then the people on Zoom are part of the show. So Jolly Bean, she's gonna be zooming
Oh,
in from
she's funny.
Chicago.
Oh, that's cool. So it's Zoom comics too. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you gonna have a
Cool.
Yeah.
big screen in the auditorium or something?
Yeah, it's in the little bar, but in Lucky's Bar in downtown Sioux Falls, but they have like a screen, and so we'll just have that screen up, and
Wow.
it'll be part of the show. And then we'll have like a co-host. Usually I'll have like a Zoom co-host, like Brooke Barcel. She was my Zoom co-host once, and then A Ron and Orb, they were my co-host for the last
Your old
show.
Zoom running buddies.
Yep. So and then I'll have another co-host, and try to involve Zoom as well. So and so try to have like almost like a live TV kind of feel to it. So
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like how, you got comfortable with the Zooms and stuff over the pandemic, and now you're kind of incorporating a double I don't know how to say it, not double feature.
Hybrid.
A hybrid show. Yes, that's what I wanted to say.
yeah. So live in front of a studio audience, and then
Oh
live
yeah.
to our audience in Zoomverse.
Keeps it fresh.
It
I feel
does.
like keeps it fresh, and it kind of like stirs up some like inspiration for other people to, get into the game and be, fresh with their ideas too. Cause, it's all malleable, the whole Zoom thing. You could have Zoom with art and Zoom with
Who's Art?
comedy and
Is Art one of our Zoom friends?
good old Artie.
Good old Artie. Hey, Alicia, I recently saw some pictures of you in London and Germany. You went to Europe recently. How was that?
Ooh.
I did go to Europe, and it was a lot of fun. I did like the whole Harry Potter experience, like where they filmed the original Harry Potter series, and
Wow.
got to see all that, and reminisce about all the Harry Potter stuff, and talk about where were you when you read that really sad part. So yeah, and then that's an entire day. We were there for like almost 3 hours, and we had to like rush through the last part of it. We could have been there for 2 more whole hours.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
we had butterbeer, and
Oh,
I
was it
mean
good?
it was. I had butterbeer before at Disney, and that was like it actually made my stomach not feel
Oh
good.
Oh, so it was
no.
better in Europe than
It
it was
was
in
better
Disney?
at the British Harry Potter. So
Wow.
yeah.
One time I
So
had
it's
butter
got kind of
and
like a cream soda feel to it, but then it's got like it's very creamy. So it's very good.
one time I had
So
butter and beer, but it didn't go well together.
Mm.
not not a good
Just a
combination, but
stick.
This is a stick,
this was
this
good.
is a
So
stick
you
of
should
butter
definitely
floating
try
in. Oh, I'm sorry, I interrupted you. What was that?
it. That was fun, and then I did like some spooky tours.
Ooh, that's exciting. Was it like really
Uh,
haunted places? Did anything happen?
Yeah, it was like London Dungeon, and then it was like the London Bridge tour. So it was kind of like reenactments kind of
Well, that's
thing. It
cool. A bunch
wasn't
of
like
people
I
just
was in
like,
a haunted house and something moved. It wasn't that. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
everything like reenacted.
a bunch of people like put their arms out like a bridge and they just all fell.
Yep, exactly.
Did you do any comedy in Europe?
Well, we actually went to a comedy show in London, and it was a bunch of British comedians from like old, what is that? Um, couple of like British comedy shows that are like on the air now. Susie Ruffles, she was the host of the show, and a couple other big British comedians. So yeah, that was super fun. And the guy I went with, TR, he's a huge British comedy fan, and so he got
Nice.
pictures with them and stuff. So it was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No open mics or anything out there?
We were kind of looking around, but we were kind of, keeping it more touristy and
Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot of things to do in a whole other country, a whole other continent.
Yep, there was. We were kind of more on vacation, less scouting out comedy, but we still had fun and we still saw a comedy show. So
hell yeah. Well, welcome back to home.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
How's life out in South Dakota?
It's going good. I run an open mic now at Lucky's Bar in downtown Sioux Falls, and then every last Thursday of the month they have a show. And so the one in November is going to be a bunch of comics from Omaha. They're all going to come up, and I've already sold 6 tickets, so sell it out fast.
I mean, you got plenty of time, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yep. And then that show, like I said, that's going to be a hybrid show in December. And then I've got the big Snow Jam Comedy Festival. That's going to be in January. 2 nights. 2 of those nights are going to be at Lucky's Bar, and then there'll be some other nights in there. So if you want to come to a very cold place in January, sign up for the Snow Jam Comedy Festival.
That is so cool.
It's a cool place, literally. I saw that actually. I saw that like on your credits and stuff that you're actually going to be part of organizing next year's event. So tell us a little bit about the Snow Jam Comedy Festival.
Well, this is the last year, so this is a good year to get in to do the festival. Dan Bublitz Jr., he's been running the festival for 8 years. And he's been around. He was doing comedy in San Diego. Like, he's booked Dana Carvey and he's booked Taylor Tomlinson back in the day. So, before she hit it big. So, he's around now. He's in the Denver area, being a part of the scene there. And so he's kind of like, like, goodbye, Sioux Falls.
Oh,
and
dang.
So this is his last big hurrah.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
I'm helping out with that. Lots of fun. We've had a lot of comics there. Jackie Cation, she was there at the last one. Kevin McDonald from Kids in the Hall, he was at one of them. So yeah, I mean, it's always a good time. So
if he's moving to Denver, he could just change it to the South Park Comedy Festival.
Oh my God.
There you go. Yes.
And have little South Park figures everywhere.
Yeah.
That's good marketing. Hell yeah. That's cool. Hey, so are you from Sioux Falls? Are you from South Dakota?
I'm from South Dakota. I'm from a town called Huron, South Dakota, which is, like a town that you speed through to get to a better destination. So that's kind of my small town.
That kind of is us, except when you're speeding through it, it's the freeway.
Yeah.
And if you don't turn your head, you'll probably miss it.
Yep, but you guys are in California, so like you will see an In-N-Out burger, but you will not see your
Oh,
town.
yes, you're right, because there's an In-N-Out burger right off the freeway.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's the only fast food that we trust in town. So
That's how we get them. That's how we get them in town.
Yeah.
you're right about
Yeah,
that.
so Huron and yep, and then I was living in LA for about a good 8 years there doing
Yeah,
stand
that's
up
kind
out
of
there.
that's kind of why I thought you weren't from South Dakota, because I know you were kind of all over the place for a minute. So what took you to
Yeah, yep,
what took you
I
to
was in LA for a little bit and I was doing a blog when I was out in LA, and it was like I would do red carpet events at
you
like
just lay your hair
horror
down for people?
festivals.
You just lay your hair down for people to walk on?
Yep. Yeah. Yep, exactly. But yeah, so doing that blog was actually kind of like what led me to doing comedy and stuff. So
Wow. So why did you go to LA?
I originally wanted to do film. My degree is in film studies, and so I watched a lot of papers, or I watched a lot of movies and wrote papers about them. So
Nice.
that was kind of like my degree, and I was like, I'm gonna make it in Hollywood, and it's not easy to do.
I mean, it's not easy to make it anywhere, let alone Hollywood.
Yeah, yeah.
That's for sure.
So yeah, I was kind of doing it, and then I was like trying to get there with my blog, and then I kind of needed to get a real job. But in that time I started doing stand up and loved it. So
hell yeah. What was your blog about?
it was an entertainment blog, so I would do like little red carpets, like at these like women horror film festivals and these other film festivals.
Wow.
And then I like talked my way into some comedy shows, and I ended up interviewing like a couple of pretty big comedians. So like Todd Glass.
Oh wow.
Like ended up interviewing him, and then I interviewed John Doerr. And just like a couple other like random guys, like was like, hey, come in. It was just
that's dope though,
yeah,
dope.
yep. Like all you need is some audacity and a business card, and you can talk yourself into a lot of stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. And so the red carpet events that you were doing, did that come from the blog, or was that like the job you had to get?
That was from the blog. So like I made absolutely no money doing the blog, but I had access to, some publicity. I was giving people some publicity and kind of getting in there a little bit, but then like the money kind of ran out, and so I kind of had to do something that would pay me money.
Yeah, I mean we all have to do that at some point.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. That's how I kind of started out.
So you were involved in like movies and entertainment before comedy stole your heart. Do you still do anything with the entertainment or the movies?
I just shoot stuff on my own. I'm going to be shooting a little commercial this weekend for like a little local taxi business.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, so that'll be cool. I've directed a couple of like horror shorts, so I do still love doing film. And then my Buzzline News, I've got some sketches, but I'm going to do that on a regular basis.
That is so
start doing that. So yeah, I still love to do it. I'd like to do it more, but it doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah. Not yet anyway. Hopefully soon though.
Hopefully soon. Exactly. Yeah.
So how did this evil mistress of comedy come in and steal your heart away?
Yeah.
Well, I was on a comedy show, like, doing the blog, interviewing some of these comedians. And then all of a sudden, one of the comedians I was asking them a question like, oh, who are your influences? And I was like naming some names, and they're like, well, you know more about comedy than I do.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, well, why don't I just do it then?
Wow, that's so cool.
Yep. And then I started going to open mics, and the person who actually introduced me to open mics was Josh DiDonato.
Oh, dang.
Wow, that's
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, I've known that guy a long time.
Nice.
Wow.
Hell yeah. You know Gary Hughes, right?
Who is it?
Gary Hughes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Gary video called me one day, like 6 months ago or whatever it was, and he was with Josh DiDonato, and Josh was like, "I bet you don't know who I am. I bet you don't know who I am," and he was all like so proud of himself that I didn't know who he was, but I definitely knew. I definitely knew. I never met the guy in person. My actual response to him was, "You're either Josh DiDonato or Jeremy Wagner." And then
I don't know, like, which one of those people should be.
Then he was like, "Wait, I'm both." No.
I don't know. I don't know, like, which one of those people should be offended.
Yeah, hopefully neither one of them listen to this now.
Yeah, right.
We're actually gonna have Jeremy Wagner on in a couple of weeks. He's super cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Jeremy, like he's back from Vietnam, whatever he had going on out there.
He is. That's exciting. That's awesome.
Too funny.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it like for you in LA, just doing comedy and just living out there?
Well, it was expensive. I didn't have a car, so I would like bus all over to these places. And like when you don't have a car and you have to bus, like you can really only do like one a night.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was kind of like I had to kind of pick and choose, and it was like kind of, like three nights a week I would try to get out there. And then I ended up moving back to Huron about 5 years ago. And when I was living in Huron, I didn't know if I was gonna do comedy again or what I was gonna do, because I was back in Huron. I was taking care of my mom and stuff like that. And then I like bumped into Dan because we went to Dan Bublitz. We went to high school together, and he just randomly was like, "Oh yeah, I do open mics." And I had seen a flyer like the day before, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, what is this?" And then I saw him the next day while I was working at the library, and we ended up like, "Oh yeah, hey, high school, whatever." And then I like went to that open mic. Wow. So then I started doing comedy again in Huron.
Wow. So you guys like went your separate ways, and then when you met back up in life, you're both doing comedy.
Yeah, he was doing the open mics, and I was just like, yeah, I guess I'll just start doing it again. So that's how I started doing it again.
What was it like for you, the like being different? What was the differences for you in Huron versus LA?
Well, I being out here, being in the Midwest, I get a lot more stage time, like actual like performing in front of an audience.
Yeah, I mean, I've always assumed that the South Dakota comedy scene is just you and Ian taking turns.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, like in Sioux Falls, we've got about 15 comics who are kind of floating around the area, and we've got about 7 or 8 who are really serious about it. They travel all around the country and they make money doing it. And so I'm one of the 15 who needs to level up. I'm trying to level up to the point where I can just make money just doing comedy. But right now I have a day job.
Yeah. What's the scene like out there?
It's pretty good. There's another open mic starting in a couple of weeks. So mine's every Monday. There's almost one open mic like every every day.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's cool.
During the week, yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. It's not more than one. It's right now it's one, one a day. So, but that's okay. And then, there's a couple more venues. There's another venue that just opened up, and then my venue, and then so there's like few venues here and there, and then Rapid City is the other big town in South Dakota. They have like an improv troupe, and then like a couple of places that like focus on comedy, but it's not as active out there. But there is some places to perform out there. And then getting a phone call, and then Sioux City is near us, and then after that is like Omaha and Lincoln, where like Brooke and those guys are at. So
yeah, that's cool. I didn't realize you were so close to Lincoln. I remember when Brian Barbecue moved a few weeks ago, he said the best thing about living in Nebraska was Sioux Falls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep. I did. The first show I produced was the Dave Pish show.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yep. So that was my first show, and it was definitely like a learning experience.
I mean, an experience.
Well, just in like advertising, like knowing what to how to advertise, all that stuff. So that's, the difference between then and now, and like how I'm advertising and how I'm getting myself out there is definitely a world of difference. So I think I could get more of an audience to watch the obscure, but genius work of Dave Pitt.
Oh my God, we watched the special, didn't we? And it was so good.
Yeah, his first special.
Funny.
It was so funny. It was just like this total parody of comedy, but it was just brilliant. I loved it. I loved it.
The cutaway scenes, we were telling Brian, the cutaway scenes were almost the best, because it was like it would show him on stage and then cut away to somebody like having like a stank face, like
or leaving.
Oh man, I gotta watch it, because I've only seen it live from.
Yeah, you were there. We saw you in the audience.
It was so funny.
Oh, you were there. I'm not telling you. Hey, Alisha, did you know?
You were there, Alisha.
Did you know you were there?
I don't think he filmed that one. That's too funny.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were there. I thought you were chilling. Maybe you weren't. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe it was a different Alisha Rayne.
Oh my.
But that's cool. So how did you start getting into the producing side?
Yeah.
Well, through Zoom comedy, like I produced like 13 shows on Zoom. I mean, you guys were producing pretty hardcore on Zoom as well. And so it just kind of was like, yeah, I mean, if I can do it on Zoom, then I can do it in real life too. So yeah, I just started, like, the venue itself kind of fell into my lap. Like, there was like some drama that kind of happened, and the person who was originally going to do that venue just kind of was like, I quit comedy. And then I was like, well, you have this venue. And she had shown it to me, and I had met the person. And so I was like, well, we can't let this venue go to waste. So I messaged the person that runs the shows, that runs that room at the bar. And I was just like, hey, I met you. I just want to let you know, like, I'm willing to take this on and like do some shows, and so we just kind of worked it out from there. And so the venue kind of, was something that, not necessarily fell into my lap, but like was an opportunity that I was like, we can't let this, go out of the scene, because it actually originally was a comedy club called Fat Daddies.
Nice.
Yeah, and even the logo, it's terrible. It's like this, like, big gross drawing of like a guy with like a pinstripe suit. And I'm just like, yeah, that guy looks, like not somebody I'd want to know. But yeah, so it was called Fat Daddies, and they had real big comedians who would come out for that. And so after basically Fat Daddies, the person who was running that had a fallout with the owner and ended up pouring a bunch of like wet concrete down all of the drains.
Holy
and
shit.
then just left.
Wow.
So that was like 6 years ago.
Wow. So I used to hang out with these girls. We used to like hang out together and like party and stuff. And this is like 20 years ago. The most petty thing that I ever heard up until now was their roommate, who they had a falling out with, moved out, and she took all the backs of all the remotes when she left. And I thought that was the most petty thing I ever heard until I heard that.
Yeah, she did. She full on did that. I think she was in a relationship with like the owner or something, and then it just
kinda, like a woman scorn, they say.
Yeah, and it just kind of fizzled out. And I heard like just she wasn't very good. It was very sketchy,
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so like this comedy club kind of coming back as an opportunity just wasn't something I could let go to waste. So
yeah, absolutely, that's cool.
It was fated to be.
It was.
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, tell us a little bit about Buzzline, your brand.
Yep. So Buzzline Entertainment was my original blog, and so that after that kind of stopped, when I started producing in real life, I was like, well, I might as well bring it back out. I already have kind of this brand. I have this Facebook with like already a following. So that's how I do all of my shows, Buzzline Entertainment. And then I'm going to start doing like more YouTube kind of stuff, where it's just like, hey guys, welcome to Buzzline, like that kind of stuff. And then I'll do like Buzzline News. So like, that's going to be like more SNL, so that's going to be the umbrella for like most of my comedy production stuff. So it's already like, it's a pretty well, BZZZ line, like it's not something nobody else has 3 Z's. So, yeah.
It's true.
I just imagine like in the future when like she's telling like her oldest little grandchildren, yeah, nobody else at the time had 3 Z's. Nobody but me. I was the pioneer.
Yeah.
The closest is Aziza. Sorry, he has 2.
That was the one who came up with 3.
Yeah, everybody else, they were BUZZ, but I was BZZZ.
I changed the U.
I felt pretty proud of myself for that. So.
Hell yeah. That's cool though. I'm glad that was kind of like the brand that you've had for your entire career in a way. Mm-hmm. Even before.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that this will actually like help me get my career actually going and stuff. I'm trying to get a certification in social media marketing so I can kind of help my brand.
Nice.
Right? I feel like that's so important nowadays. Like,
yeah,
you don't realize how much algorithms and all of that stuff make a huge difference. It's like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I was kind of dabbling into building a website, and it's like, follow your Google statistics and follow this and look at this. And I'm just like, no.
Overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Let's stop now.
Too many words.
Yeah, I have this like little crappy website for personal website that I made on Canva.
Yeah, I like it. I was looking
And
at that. It's good. It's perfect.
Oh,
yeah, it's just something for right now. And then I'll have like a more professional thing soon. Soonish. Yeah.
it's a process.
Well, I mean, so we'll go ahead and plug it. What's your little cheapy what'd you call it?
Don't call
Website?
it cheapy.
Well, it's just AlishaRayne.com, I
Okay.
think. And then it's just my little like you scroll through it. There's no like separate pages or whatever. So
It's fine.
but
A lot of
I think it's
websites.
like more like an EPK almost. Like you can just see a couple of my
I mean,
clips.
yeah, that's good. That's perfect. A lot of websites are just like one long page, and then the different tabs just make you go to different places on that page. I've noticed that in some
Yeah.
websites. So you're fine. It's good. I like it.
It's okay. Yeah. It'll be
works.
okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, I needed something because I'm starting to do voiceover work, and
I saw
so
that on there. Yeah. Tell us about the voiceover stuff.
I've always liked to do it, and right now I'm just hustling on the little like Fiverr and Upwork, and then as soon as I get a little bit more stable, I'll go to like the more prestigious sites. But for right now, it's just hustling. You know, I was on a. I wish I could say any of that. Just right now, we're just hustling, just starting out. So
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
cool.
got to start somewhere.
I listened to you have like a sizzle reel on your website. I listened to that. That was pretty fun.
oh yeah, just a little quick. You know, hey guys, this is Buzzline.com. Yeah.
I mean, that's what you kind of need, like when you do the Fiverr and stuff, a little sample of your work so people can know if they want you or not.
Have you ever
Yeah.
had a weird request for voiceover work?
A weird request?
Yeah,
Not
like somebody
yet.
said, I want you to sound like a chipmunk or something like
I
weird.
thought you meant like, hey, can you narrate our homemade porno?
Oh my gosh.
Just
That would
just
be
do
so
some
wild.
some very weird ASMR kind of thing. You know, I just want you to read the directions on a cereal box,
Oh, yeah.
ASMR style.
Read me the ingredients of this food. That's cool though. So how long have you been doing voiceovers? Is this something you're just starting out on?
I'm just starting, and like I've been doing like my comedy sketches. I'll be like the narrator on my comedy sketches, and then all my promos, I'm the voiceover for all my promo work, and so I have a bit of a groundwork, a sizzle reel, and so we're just gonna hopefully that's a good base to get going.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, that's cool. I saw also you said you moved back to South Dakota, but recently, like this year, I don't know how recent, you went back to LA for the Laugh Riot Girl Festival.
Yeah.
How was your
I
experiences
did.
back in LA?
I did. It was good to be back. I miss it a lot. It's I think it's a good town. I was there for a long time, and it was good to like see the little neighborhoods and like Los Feliz or Los Feliz as they say. And yeah, I mean I used to watch like specific shows just to see LA streets, you know. I would call it California porn because it was just like seeing like the Rodeo Drive sign.
Yeah.
And
like I'm watching Cops because that guy got shot in the LA streets.
yep.
Look at him, he's laying on Sunset. I miss it.
I miss Sunset so bad. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like I used to live in Echo Park, and you know, like Friday nights you could see the fireworks from Dodger Stadium.
Wow.
And you know, I lived in in Santa Monica for a little bit. And,
Lovely.
it was just, I kind of like feel like it was like my home for a little bit. And it was definitely, I would live there again. So
That's cool.
yeah, but I have to go where the opportunities are.
Yeah, right,
So
exactly. And you're building something right now, so it's kind of, you're in a good spot and you're building something.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exciting.
yeah. And it's just like I've already done it. I've been a starving artist in LA, and I don't really feel like being a starving artist.
You're like, I'm
again.
starved enough.
I think I just want to be an artist. So
I want to be a well-fed artist.
yeah.
That's my goal in life, to be a well-fed
There you go.
artist.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go where the opportunities are, and I think there's gonna be some on the horizon. I'm working pretty hard to make it happen. So.
Yeah, and then you were telling us before that you still have connections out there and stuff, people. So if the opportunity arises, you can get yourself out there.
Yeah, exactly. I'd go back in a minute. So for sure. In a heartbeat.
What was it like for you in South Dakota when the pandemic hit?
It was not the best because like I was able to go to my job, which was good. And it was like the library that I worked at was closed, but we would go and we would still wear masks when we were there because we were interacting with our coworkers. But the library itself wasn't open. But we would still do like car side service to like the patrons and stuff.
Oh, so
And
people could
then,
like come and just like pick up books?
yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep. So that was me during the day, and then I was taking care of my mom at night, and then Zoom comedy was, I think, a lifesaver for me, as a way to interact with people who are interested in doing the same things I was doing. So I love Zoom comedy. I was kind of in a wasteland a bit. Like Huron's a very small town. And so I love it, and I miss it sometimes. So
yeah, I do
yeah.
too. I miss like I don't necessarily miss, it was kind of awkward and weird, but I do miss the community that we had because there was a lot of amazing people.
Yeah,
first, for sure.
When the pandemic first started kind of lifting, I was like, oh, everybody hates us now. Oh, whatever. But it's everybody getting back to their lives, and now I'm kind of redoing it too a little bit, where I'm kind of staying away from the Zoom stuff and whatever. So I understand it now more. But yeah, at first I was like, why is everybody leaving me?
Yeah. I think there's still a place for it. I think it just has to evolve a little bit, and that's kind of what I'm trying to do. So I'm hoping to that my little talk show will kind of, I don't know, bring it in a different direction. So
yeah, I think one thing about just the whole pandemic, let alone the Zoom comedy scene, is it made a lot of us think outside the box a little bit, and do different things. Like people were telling us that there was a club in New York that did open mic on the roof, and there was all these different game shows that popped up online, and all these just different types of shows, and I think what you're doing with the hybrid show is really cool, and it could catch on. It really could. I think it's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. Well, I'm going to New York here in like 2 weeks. And so hopefully I'll see some more Zoomers out there. I have a show at this place called the Grizzly Pear. It's going to be like a Monday midnight show. What day is that? That's going to be midnight on Monday. I'm getting out my planner here.
Well, this won't be up in 2 weeks, so
okay.
How was it?
Yeah. So yeah, Monday the 21st, I have a midnight show.
That's cool.
No, Monday the 20th. Monday the 20th, they have a midnight show at this place called the Grizzly Pear. So that's fun. And I'm hoping to meet some more Zoom comedians out there, like Ralph Anthony. He was on one of my Zoom shows. So
Yeah, he's a cool
meet
dude.
him, and just some other people. Adam Gable, that's who's running the show, so I'll get to meet him.
Oh, that's
And
great.
Nice. And it's cool that like,
yeah,
you have a show lined up, but you're also probably gonna find other shows, other mics, other opportunities while you're out there.
yeah, yep. There's just so many open mics. Helene Witt, she's
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm
she's so
familiar.
great. She messaged me. She's like, "Oh, there's all these open mics all over the place," and she told me some names of them and stuff. So I'm gonna try to meet her as well.
Oh, great.
She's
Nice.
so sweet. I did this like Johnny Carson tribute video for because like they had a museum piece for Johnny Carson's birthday, and then they had like a celebration, and so I did like a video tribute video, and Helene was on it, and she was like, Joan Rivers told one of my jokes on the Johnny Carson show. So
Wow.
so yeah, pretty cool. So I would love to meet Helene. She's just a riot. So
Yeah. I loved Joan Rivers when I was a kid.
yeah, too funny.
She was so funny.
She's great.
So funny, so mean. I loved it.
Yeah, and I just love her so much. She was so funny. That's cool though. I hope New York treats you well. I hope you have fun
that
out
should be
there.
super fun.
I hope so. I hope it's not too crowded, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, I mean,
too.
Yeah, no, it will be.
It will be. So I'll just know that and like prepare myself for it. So
yeah, there's 15 comics in your area. There's gonna be more than 15 comics each open mic over there.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's
Plus,
awesome.
you can go to like 5 mics a night and still not have done all of them in one day. So
yeah, that's so crazy, and I'm sure everything is so close there.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yep. The public transportation, I'm sure, is out of this world different. I had to take public transportation in LA, and that's pretty spread out. I would have to do 45 minutes one way on a bus and then 45 minutes coming back. Dang. So on a bus, that's a lot.
Yeah, and if you're doing that in New York, you'll be in Philadelphia. That's how much time you can cover in 45 minutes. I don't know. I'm exaggerating, but I don't know where you would be. Probably New Jersey, but that's crazy.
Yeah, do some.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that it'll be a lot of fun. We're gonna do like a Ghostbusters tour.
Wow.
Which I love it.
I didn't even know that existed. Yeah. Like, is it the building? Their old building?
Yeah, so I'm gonna wear like a Ghostbusters shirt, and we're gonna go to that building that Dana became a dog in.
Wow.
Go to that building so cool. and like all the places, and I'm gonna have like a Ghostbusters shirt on.
Wow.
So.
They have the Ghostbusters station is somewhere, right? I've seen people have pictures of it.
Yeah. That's and my friend,
cool.
my friend from high school, who lives out there, Donald, he knows where all that stuff is. So we're gonna be all set.
Cool.
Wow.
Oh my god.
That's exciting. I would love to see that.
Right? The firehouse. Too funny.
That's cool. That's hella cool. So I know that you're getting the voiceover stuff going, and you have your comedy, your Buzzline stuff. So you do have a lot going on. But do you have any projects and stuff in the works? Which, if you don't, I mean, you already have a lot of stuff going on.
Well, I've got that project at the end of the year, but then my show, February 15th, that's going to be an all women show, and it's going to be kind of like the anti Matt Rife show, because he's going to be in town that next week. And so he's going to have all this promotion going on with like him and like the white poster with like the microphone. So I'm going to do parodies of all of his posters for the show.
Nice.
So
That's
it's gonna be
awesome.
funny.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
I love it.
Hell yeah. So, Alisha, if you could like look into the future a little bit, what are a couple of things that you would want to manifest for yourself, comedy wise or otherwise?
I want to do a talk show. I would love to be like uh like a little side reporter on the Daily Show and kind of go from there.
Oh
So
wow.
that's kind of the goal. Like with my Buzzline news and doing all these like news jokes, and hopefully that'll lead to being a cub reporter.
That sounds fun.
That does
I
sound
could
pretty
picture you
awesome.
doing that.
Yeah, yeah, especially with your entertainment history and background and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yep. And so I'll be doing like interviews on this show that's coming up at the end of the year. So I'll also try to like brush off those interviewing skills because I've interviewed a few people. So
That's gonna be great.
should
That's
be
awesome.
good.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's super cool. I hope to see some of your interviews in the future.
Same, same.
Hell
It's gonna
yeah,
be awesome.
hell yeah. Well,
It's so weird. It's so dark there now, and I'm like,
I know.
I know, sorry.
I was noticing that too on the little square. I'm like, dang, it's so dark now. Like it's still kind of light outside, but yeah, it's getting dark. And it must be like hell. It must be dark for you, like a long time ago.
yep, I have unnatural light on.
Yeah, we don't even have an. I mean, you can tell, but yeah. Like you can see our silhouettes. Like, hey,
You look all creepy.
thanks, the people that are listening. Whatever. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. It's been super fun talking to you.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. I was like, I get to talk to Sam. I get to see Athena. It's gonna be awesome.
Only for most of only for most of it, because at some point it gets dark.
It just got super.
It just got dark. I just see outlines of you guys now.
We're like Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving us some time with you. I'm really excited for you because I think a lot of the stuff that you're working on is creating a strong foundation for you to like actually jump off of. So I'm really excited to see what's coming down the pipeline for you. And we see you working, so we see that you're putting in the effort and the work.
Hell yeah. And then you said you're gonna go, take a social media class. So your entertainment, background with your social media skills, that'll really help you out a lot, I think.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that. That's actually really nice to say, we see you. And I'm like, it's working.
Yes.
You want to plug your social media and stuff?
Yeah, you can follow like all my live shows, all of that stuff. You can follow me on Facebook, Buzzline B line. Find me there. And then AlishaRayne.com. You can see my little baby website, and then you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Alisha Rayne, Rayne. So yeah.
Hell yeah. You can find me across the board at Funky Sam Medina.
And I am at She Shines for You, all spelled out, no numbers.
And everything else is at Hypothetical Comedy.
Woo.
Awesome, Alisha. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.